Good morning, Sheriff. It's great to have you.
Morning, Alex.
Unfortunately,
happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you. Unfortunately, we want to start with this. There's been more crime and fights, as you know, on the Strip since it reopened. All morning, we've been following that latest shooting at the Aria happened last night. Have you increased patrols? Has Metro increased patrols in light of that?
Yeah, we have, unfortunately. We've been noticing a trend out there since August. And so we've been tracking everything involved in the Las Vegas Boulevard area to include Fremont Street, which is having some similar issues as we talk today. But with that in mind, we've increased substantially the amount of officers that are present throughout the weekends on Fridays and Saturdays. So I think we've done very well in mitigating a lot of events from occurring, very well in responding to a lot of events that have occurred. Unfortunately, as early as last night, we had another shooting. But with that being said, I think we've done a very good job of mitigating the crime. So to put it in perspective, when we first started tracking it in early August, we had about a 30% increase in crime in those particular geographies. But now, in today's number, we've had about a 1.3% increase in crime. So as compared to the rest of the valley, it's a difference of about a minus 13% versus an increase of 1.3. So that's a big jump or a big delta. So in particular, that problem. So we've affected over 1,100 arrests since we've been concentrating on those two particular areas. And interesting enough, what sadly enough, is we've recovered over 60 firearms during that enforcement activity. And out of those 1,100 arrests, 40% of them were for felonies.
Wow.
But the trend line's going the right way. It's going the way we want it to go. And as we get into the fall season and more of the activities associated with the casinos, like entertainment and restaurants and everything else that they do within those areas, hopefully the increase in availability will help us in fighting this crime picture.
Any idea what's behind the increase? What's causing this increase in crime?
It's just a lot of people in a small, condensed area, and you infuse their desire to have a great time, infuse things like alcohol and drugs, and it's a bad combination for us in the police world. It's a great combination if you're looking to have a good time, but when you get those people intoxicated per se, it's a different formula. So we got to get them inside the venues to be able to go to the nightclubs and all that kind of stuff instead of hanging out in front and taunting each other on a regular basis.